Oh
crayfish.
my gosh, what is that?
It's a crayfish. This skunk really just out here wandering. Go. It's a full-fledged ant war going on out here. What are you talking about? Get the quesadilla.
Come on here. Come on.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Gerald.
I'm Simone with a Y.
Simone with the Y. We had to walk up to the front of our driveway, the entrance to our house, so we could take a picture of it and send to what are they called?
Our NRCS.
Nifty Hoops.
Oh, Nifty Hoops, yeah. Not NRCS. But we're working with Nifty Hoops through NRCS, which we'll have a whole video on this later, but we're just taking you guys with us for these little things too.
Yeah. So they need to see the entrance to know if they can get their trailers and trucks and stuff in here to bring all the materials to start building and whatnot. We also have some stragglers that followed us. So yeah, we'll be getting a real big hoop house here in the next probably 3 or 4 months.
Yep.
Somewhere around then. They'll be coming up building that, and then that way that we'll be able to really grow throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
So we can have some good fresh produce for the juice all year. Gotta have some good carrots and kale and all that stuff.
And the best part about it is that it's free. Free to us.
Yeah.
And this is for like networking with people who have already done it, and things really comes in handy because only reason we found out about this is through our neighbor, from Gerald just chatting with him or whatever. And once Gerald told me and I heard the possibilities, I called him up real quick and just to see what we had to do, what steps we had to take. And it was a longish process, but 100% worth it so far.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can't beat a free hoop. You can't beat a free anything, but the free hoop house. Come on. They're following us because they're hungry. So we got them some food. My dad and I go fishing every year, do some salmon fishing. So I give them a treat every now and then, unfreeze some, and let them have their own little gourmet fillets. So Simone also is taking pictures of like the whole route up to the garden so they can see the whole thing.
Yep. If there's any issues, we could figure it out before they actually get here. Because one thing, we'll show you when we get up there, but one thing we actually thought of is like the placement of the hoop house. Since we already have the fence in and it was not the other way, we didn't get the hoop house before the fence. The original placement of the hoop house might have to change. We'll see when we get up there, but
yeah. And since we're going, look at that little raggedy towel.
That was me.
I bet it was talking about me leaving stuff all over the place.
It was when we had the gas and the boat was dirty. And that's just what happened.
Yeah, anyway, since we're going up to the garden, I'm gonna do something real quick too. I'm gonna throw this insect netting, this row cover over the over those collards / kale over in the corner, because them cabbage moths are about to start coming out. And I hate them things. They will eat up all of any brassica you got. You got cabbage. Y'all know if you're growing cabbage or
kale.
Look at this.
What? Oh my gosh. What is that?
It's a crayfish.
How we got crayfish in Indiana?
What you mean, how?
I thought they only grow in the South.
Yeah. Or a crawdad.
For real?
Yeah. Look at him.
Not a lobster.
Okay.
See, that's what be happening. He be screaming or something, and I freak out because like, what are you screaming?
I did not scream.
You did.
What about that sounded like a scream or freak out?
We'll play it back. They'll know. You
want to catch some? I should keep them and go try to catch some big old largemouth. They love eating on them crayfish.
Get them.
No, I'm gonna let him go today.
New animal unlocked.
Yep, we ain't seen one of them yet.
I've never seen one of those, and I've never seen one that's not alive.
Oh.
I've never seen one.
I was like, you figure it out.
I've never seen one that's not dead. I thought you was waiting.
Anyhow, I was. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to throw these over because them broccoli, cabbage, kale, any of that, you get them little cabbage moth caterpillars crawling around, and they'll eat your kale to the bone. So ain't nothing but that stem left. So I done seen them out a little bit the past couple days. And I did not want to get behind last year. They ate up all the kale when they came out. It was
Well,
gross.
they ate up a lot.
Yeah. So originally the hoop house was going to go over on this left side here, but now I'm thinking there's not as much space over there as there is on this side. I'm pretty positive. Looking at it again now, they said that they need like 15 feet of workspace on either side of whatever, like extra area.
Yeah.
And this spot is already pretty tight and packed anyway. This length of the fence here is like 80 feet long already.
Yeah.
And our hoop house is 96 feet long. And they also like to have like more level ground to work on. It doesn't have to be perfectly level, but the flatter the better. And like right at like 80, 85 feet. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it takes a real nice dip in the land right there. But over on this side, y'all can see it's a lot more open space over here. So we'll probably like have it here and then run it long ways like that. About these kale though, I think we should put up, I've been thinking we should put up like some bird houses or something.
Oh, well, I thought about that, but then you said the birds eat. Remember I asked you the other day, I said, what do birds eat? Because that was my thought. And then I was like, oh, wait, birds eat something that we grow.
Well, they'll eat berries and stuff.
Yes,
But we can do stuff to keep them off of those.
Oh.
But I want to have like they already up like around in the trees and whatnot. You can hear them. And they'll come down and perch on these posts around here too. But I want them down here as often as possible so they can see these cabbage moths flying around and eat them up. That's what that. Eat up. Try to do that and set up like you can run, like you can throw some tall sticks in the ground or like run some cables across the top. Just like give like some little perch things for dragonflies to sit on too. Like if you can have dragonflies in your garden area, y'all know I'll be fighting with these deer fly out here. They keep away mosquitoes and deer fly and all that type of stuff. So I ain't trying to lose my mind up here while I'm gardening, dealing with them bugs. Got these little hoops and stuff like this. Shout out to Mama Black once again. She got us these. So we're gonna throw these, set these up in the ground and then throw the row cover over it real quick. Using row covers is one of the best organic methods of pest management that you can use in your garden. This whole setup that I'm using here is super cheap, so we'll link it down in the bio for you guys if you want to use it. All you have to do is take these long sticks, attach them with these little metal connector rods, and then plop them down on into the ground. I space each of the hoops about 4 feet apart because my bed is 20 feet long. I want enough space between each one so that when I spread the netting out along it, it doesn't droop down into the bed and lay on top of the kale. You'll want to make sure that your netting is plenty wide enough and long enough so that no bugs can get under, specifically in this case here, cabbage moths. This set also came with these little green connectors here so that you can attach the netting to the hoops. And then once those are in place, just tie up a knot on the ends of the bed real quick and then throw a nice little weight on it to keep it from lifting up. Now when it comes to the connectors and I move from one hoop to the next, before I attach the connectors, I pull the netting nice and taut to make sure it won't blow up in the wind. And there you have it. Our kale should be good and protected now. Look at them in there already. Look at this buddy out there flying too. Ooh. And look at this ladybug. Ah, it's orange. It's not like one of those fake ladybugs, like those Asian beetles. This is an actual ladybug, but it's not red. It's got that cool orangish, yellowish to them. Hard to see. It's cool. What were you saying about this bed?
This bed is one of the worst that we have.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
Like, it is just filled with weeds. I did this side, and it still looks kind of crazy. This is a bunch of celery. No, carrots.
She been calling these carrots celery
I
for
keep
3
calling them-
weeks.
Yeah. Carrots. And this side is all I have left to do, but it's mostly weeds.
Yeah. So this bed here, we've done like no weeding in. You can see there's like nothing but kale in here. That's because you see how densely planted they are. There's like no soil exposed at all. So those leaves are shading out the soil. So there's not much sunlight getting down there. So the weeds that do sprout aren't getting any light, so they can't grow at all. So the produce is out competing the soil. You have to keep your soil covered. Like, that's the name of the game. Keep your soil covered with mulch, with compost, and with plants. Keep it covered. If your soil is not covered properly, guy got stuff set up to where nature gonna come in and do it. So them weeds gonna start popping up in those exposed parts of soil to try to protect the soil, to cover it and keep it nice and cool. This bed of carrots was 2-year-old seed. The year that you buy your carrot seed in, you want to use it because it starts losing its viability very, very fast after the first year. Same thing with onions. After that first year, it's going to be spotty germination. So you can see this bed is all sporadic and kind of random because old seed, but those beds over there are nice and full because those seeds are from this year. There's also a bit of weed seed in our compost too, so I mean, they were already in there, so that helped them pop up too. You're always going to deal with some type of weeds, but the more covered and protected your soil is, the less you'll have to deal with. I can see it ain't a bunch of weeds and stuff growing in the pathways and whatnot. Maybe a sporadic 1 or 2 here, but the soil's good and covered. We also got to keep the weeds, the grass and stuff maintained around the inside and the outside of the fence. So we're about to run our little riding lawnmower up to the shop because it ain't working right now, as y'all can see them grasses growing up. So we're gonna get it fixed so we can take care of these grasses.
Look at the garlic.
Oh, garlic is going crazy over here.
Great.
This is called music garlic, delicious garlic. This is the best garlic that I've ever had. I bought it from a man at the farmer's market. We put it in our, we put it in? Our fried rice and some other stuff.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. And it was delicious. So we didn't use all of them. I went back, bought some more, and I planted some.
Some of these onions are looking mighty big.
Yeah, the onions are coming along decently. These in here are doing well. These collards and kale, some broccoli, some cabbage. Anyway, I got the trailer out. But I need to pump up the tires because they're getting flat. So I got this little Cobalt tire air pump thing. There's lots of things everybody need in a car, like jumper cables, that type of stuff. A tire pump is one of those. Get one of them in your car if you don't have one. One of them things has saved my life, or Simone's life. I don't know how many times. Those things are clutch. And so is this little thing here, clutch for the car. It's a little power station from Upus. We didn't talk about it in plenty of other videos, but they're having a sale right now. So if you want a power station for your car, now's a good time to go buy one. Shout out to my pops for putting me on to them. Also, shout out to Pops, Simone Pops, for giving us this trailer too. You know, the older I get, the more of a man I become. And as I think about having my own kids and getting ready to have kids and stuff, and the more I grow in my faith, the more and more I understand a father's love for his children. I don't think that there is a stronger love in the world. Between that, a man's love for his wife and a man's love for his children, I don't think it's anything greater. I really don't. And then you think about that love and think about God being our father. How much more does he love us than our earthly fathers love us? That is like impossible to comprehend. I just turn around and marble up here. Where did you come from? Got her all loaded up. Time to rock. I'm back home. I don't know where Simone just went. Oh, there she go. But I'm standing like where she was at. I look outside. I can see a bunch of ants over here. So I'm like, what is happening? It's a full-fledged ant war going on out here. Look at all these ants. That's just a whole battle. I bet if we lifted this rock up, it would be so many ants. I know they down under there. Yeah, a random worm traveling across country too. What is happening out here?
He's trying to leave the
He
ants.
sure is. He left that war going on over there. He said, I gotta get out of here.
Not the war.
It's an ant war. Look at him. All right, go ahead and get in there. Other than these ants, y'all notice anything?
Yeah. What do you notice?
Yeah, you weirdo.
You may not notice, but we definitely notice, and this makes us feel like 10 loads have been lifted off of our shoulder. The weeds are gone.
Yeah, finally. You know, like stuff you deal with personally, like insecurities and stuff like that. A lot of times you be focused on yourself, but like nobody notice or care about it really. But like it be in your head, you think it's so like obvious to everybody else. So people be like,
you think that's all they're paying attention to. Oh, look at their weeds. Look at their weeds. Their weeds are terrible. In some situations, it might be like that, but for the most part, we're our own worst critics.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes a good thing. Like in this case, we don't want weeds.
We
it's
really
just not
don't.
something we want. So.
And it looked great. Some of y'all were asking about like this is supposed to be like our outdoor garden spot too, whatever.
Yeah.
Which we will get planted now that all the weeds gone. But it was too many weeds in there. We ain't had the time or energy to do anything. So
yeah. Well, we were at the market. They were here cleaning it up for us, and it was amazing just to come back to just to clean, because this would have taken us a lot longer. We just have to maintain.
So also tomorrow we have some more weeds to kill, but this will be a lot easier. We have to get a big area tarped off for that hoop house we were telling y'all about. So we have to tarp part of that field to get those grasses and everything else, all those other weeds killed. So when they come in and we start putting in the structure and everything, they have a blank slate to work with. It's easier for them to put everything in, and then the second we get the hoop house structure up, we can immediately move in the mulch, we can immediately move in the compost, and we can immediately start planting into it. So we're gonna go up there tomorrow with y'all. Simone trying to let the cats in the house because it's a skunk walking around out here. This skunk really just out here wandering. Go.
What are you doing?
Because if it sprayed him.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to get him
into. If they ain't gonna come here. Get in the house.
Gosh. Come on, Cat.
Uh-oh. The marble running. Shadow just sitting there. Shadow. He walked up on it. What do you mean, get the quesadilla? What are you talking about, get the quesadilla?
Shadow.
He done
Here. Come on, here. Come on. Marble.
Okay.
Marble. Marble. Girl. Marble.
She don't want that. Bye, skunk.
Marble.
She working that quesadilla.
Here.
Eat the thing.
Well, what a way to start our morning. Never seen it. Actually, I have another story. When I was in college, me and one of my best friends, Brianna, it was the summer, so nobody else was on campus, but we were there. We were still there because we had the NCAA track meet, so we had like morning practices, and we lived at a dorm that was far away from the track, and we would ride our bikes to the track for morning practice. And we saw a freaking skunk, and you would have thought we were being chased by that skunk the way we jetted out of there on our bikes. It was the funniest thing ever. It's still like a core memory in my brain. It was hilarious. But so this is my second skunk I've ever seen. What?
You waving this quesadilla around.
I look a mess. Ow. Oh.
Hey, come here. Leave her alone.
See what we talking
I
about?
told you he'd be bullying her for no reason. Leave her alone.
Oh.
Shadow, come here.
Shadow. You disobedient now too? Oh.
What are y'all doing? Come here. What is happening this morning? Yeah, come here, you little... Come here. What's your problem?
That's your wife. It's not
Bad. Just
very
bad.
nice. Exactly. You try to act so innocent.
Now that the fiasco's over, we have to mow out a big area for where they're gonna put the hoop house.
Yeah.
Gotta get the grass low. So we got Big Red, the orange tractor out. I don't think we told y'all that's the name of it
we
yet.
didn't. Matter of fact.
Y'all kept saying Big Red. The tractor, I guess, looked red to a bunch of y'all on y'all video, but it's not. It was orange.
It's orange.
But since y'all thought it looked red, everybody kept saying Clifford or
Big Red
or something along those lines. So most people were saying Big Red. So introducing Big Red,
the orange tractor.
the orange tractor. So we're gonna use Big Red to mow this field down, and then we're gonna move this big, long silage tarp right here. They're coming in
the middle of July.
Yeah, the middle of July. So it's the hot part of the year, which is great. So it should be able to get this grass killed off in just like 4 weeks. But having an extra couple weeks for it to sit on there won't hurt anything at all either.
So yeah, they told us the steps that we have to do before they get here. And this is one of them. But they also said that we have to till the perimeter. So we need to look into that more. I was telling Gerald about that, but he said he doesn't think we have to, but the lady told me we do. So we're going to have to look into that because we need to have the site prepped and ready to go before they get here. So it'll be interesting, but this is an exciting journey.
Yep.
So.
So the field is now decently clear. Now we have to drag this big old tarp up out of there and spread it out over this field here. So that's gonna be something. Get out of here. Simone wanna jump over it.
I think I can make it. Go!
Ah!
I'm a little rusty. Give me some practice and I'm over there.
This thing is annoying. The tarps are so annoying to move.
I don't like them, personally.
Yeah.
I barely am the one moving it, but I don't like it. They're ugly and, I mean, they serve a purpose, but they are ugly and they are hard to move.
Yeah.
So.
I ain't folded up right either, so that made it a little more difficult. But we got it halfway out. We gonna try to get the tractor and scoop it up because we got to move it all the way over there. And I promise y'all, we not dragging it all the way over there. You know what you can do? Turn the tractor on. Now start pulling down on that. Pull, pull, pull. All right. We got a motto on this farm. It's called making it happen.
Today, as of today?
As always, we always you just gotta make it happen. Now, you know, we don't know how to do stuff. You just
By any means.
make it happen. All right. We've got it over. We gotta make sure this, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little too close for comfort. So
Okay.
we'll pull it this way.
Yes. We'd win a tightrope contest
Like that.
after this.
Yep. You see it. Look at the grass too. This is a great, great, great biomass. We're gonna spread this tarp out, it's gonna kill it all. But all this is gonna decompose down there too. It's gonna be a great base for when we put the compost and mulch and stuff down. It's gonna be some real, it's already good soil, but it's gonna be even better. Real good boost in fertility. So the worms will come up and eat it and boo-boo in there and stuff. It'd be great. We are all finished with the rocks, but it's raining on us. Oh, we're soaked. You can't really tell us, Mo. I look like I jumped in the lake.
Yeah. Dirty.
Yep. But we got the tarp rolled out. That's gonna kill off all the grass. We'll catch up with y'all when they come to start putting up the hoop house, and that's gonna be a big step forward. So we will see y'all with that in a couple months.
Yeah.
Till next time. Peace.
Bye.